Assalamualaikum. My name is Mirza Sikandar, and the Google certificate I have chosen for this semester is cybersecurity. Let me tell you about what I have learned through this whole Google certificate. The first course is Foundation of Cybersecurity. Introduction of cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the practice of protecting systems, networks, and programs from cyber attacks. And what is the importance? As digital infrastructure grows, protecting sensitive information becomes critical. What are the core concepts of cybersecurity? CIA traits: confidentially ensuring sensitive data is accessible only to authorized users. Integrity: protecting data from unauthorized modifications. Availability: ensuring systems and data are always accessible when needed. Second one, risk, threats, and vulnerabilities. What is risk? A potential for damage if a vulnerability is exploited. What is threat? A potential danger like malware or punishing. Vulnerability, a flaw or weakness that can be exploited. The third one is cybersecurity attack. Phishing, deceptive emails or messages to steal user data. Malware, malicious software including viruses and other data. What is cybersecurity roles? The first one is security analyst, monitors systems and prevents attacks. Penetration testers simulate cyber attacks to identify weaknesses. And this is the whole thing that I have learned from course 1. Let's move on to the course 2, which is play it safe, manage security risk. What is risk management? The definition of the risk management is identifying, assessing, and reducing risk to assets. What are the key components of risk management? The first one is risk analysis, assessing the likelihood and impact of risk. The second one is mitigation strategies, reducing or eliminating risk. The third one is security policies, establishing guidelines for protecting digital assets. What are the type of threats? The first one is phishing attack, tricking users into sharing sensitive information. Second one is malware, software designed to disrupt or steal data. The third one is social engineering, manipulating people to gain unauthorized access. What are the tools that we can use for risk management? The first one is vulnerability scanners, identify weak points in a network. Second one is incident response plans, steps to follow during a cybersecurity breach. This is the whole thing that I have learned from the second course. Let's move on to the third course. The third course name is Connect and Protect, Networks and Network Security. The introduction of the network is definition. A network is a collection of connected devices that share resources and data. What are the types of networks? LAN, which is called local area network, small network within a limited area like an office or home. Second one is WAN, wide area network, large network connecting multiple locations globally. Now move on to what is the network security tools. First one is firewall, monitors and controls incoming and outgoing traffic. The second one is VPN, which is also called virtual private network, creates an encrypted secure connection over public networks. Third one is IDS, intrusion detection systems, detects malicious activities in real time. What is the common network threat? With a DDoS attack, flooding a network with traffic to overwhelm it. The second one is man in the middle attack, intercepting communication between two systems. This is all the thing that I have learned from the third course. Let's move on to the fourth one. Tools of the trade, Linux and SQL. The introduction of the Linux. Linux is a secure and a flexible open source operating system widely used in cybersecurity. The second one is command line interference, which is called CLI, a text-based interface to execute system commands. What is the key Linux commands? pwd prints the current directory. IS means list files in the directory, and grep means searches for patterns and files. What is the introduction to the SQL? The SQL means structured query language, a language for managing and querying relational databases. And what is the importance of the SQL? Importance: SQL is essential for analyzing and securing data. Common SQL attack: the SQL injection, an attack where malicious code manipulates database queries. This is the all thing that I have learned from the course 4. Let's move you to the course number 5, which named as assets, threats, and vulnerabilities. Let me tell you the understanding of assets. Assets: anything of value such as data, software, hardware, or personnel. Identifying threats. What is the definition of the threats? A potential cause of harm to an asset. Example: malware, phishing attack, ransomware, and social engineering. The understanding of vulnerabilities, and let me tell you the definition first. You will definitely clear by yourself after listening the definition. It means the weaknesses that allow threats to exploit an asset. And mitigating risks: number 1 is threats modeling, which means identifying and prioritizing potential threats. Second one is patch management, regular updates to fix software vulnerabilities. Third one is incident response, planning steps to handle cybersecurity breaches. Let's move on to the course number 6, which named as sound the alarm, detection and response. First of all, let me introduce what is detection and response, and let me tell you the definition of it. Monitoring systems for threats and taking actions to prevent further harm is called detection and response. Let me tell you about the key components. First one is detection, identifying suspicious or unauthorized activities. Second one is response, which means taking immediate action to address the incident. What are the tools that we use for detection? SIEM, which means security information and event management, which means analyzes and monitors security logs for threats. The second one is intrusions detection system, which its short form is IDS. We mostly use it, which means detects malicious traffic. What are the steps in incident responses? First one is detection, identifying the security incident. Second one is containment, isolating the affected system. Third one is eradication, removing the root cause of the attack. Fourth one and the last one is recovery, restoring systems and data. This is the whole thing that I have told you about the responses, what the tools we use for the detections, and what are the key components, and what is the definitions of the detection and responses. This is the whole thing that I have learned from the course number 6. Let's move to course number 7, which named as automate cybersecurity task with Python. What does it mean? It means automating repetitive tasks using programming scripts. Python for security. And let me tell you what is Python. A versatile programming language used to automate tasks in cybersecurity. And what is the importance of it in our life is means saves time and ensures consistency in repetitive tasks. What are the common Python tasks in cybersecurity? The common Python task is first one is packet sniffing, which means monitoring network traffic for malicious data packets. Number 2 is open port scanning, which means identifying open ports vulnerable to attack. Third and the last one is automated reporting, which means generating security reports for vulnerabilities. Let me tell you what are the tools we are gonna use in Python for cybersecurity. The tools and the libraries are: first one is Capi, a Python library for packet analysis and network scanning. So this is the whole topics that I have discovered from this course, and this was my favorite course because of its it saves times and it ensures and about of and for its consistency. This is the topic that I've love most. Uh, not the least. The last course name is Put It to Work. Prepare for cybersecurity jobs. Cybersecurity career path. The first one is job roles in cybersecurity, which means like security analyst, monitor systems and identifying threats. These are the jobs that we can acquire in cybersecurity. The first I have told you security analyst. Second one incident responder, which means handle cybersecurity breaches, and third one is penetration tester, which means identifies weakness through simulated attacks. What is the purpose of building your cyber security portfolio? First one is projects. What does it mean? How it can be related to the building your cybersecurity portfolio? Let me tell you. Documents hands-on experience like risk assessment and penetrating testing. Second one is certification. Credentials that validate your skills. For example, Competia, Security Plus, and CISSP. What are the soft skills that we can use for cybersecurity? First one is communication, effectively communicating technical details to non-technical stakeholder. Second one is problem solving, identifying solutions during critical incidents. And the not but the least, continuous learning, staying update with evolving threats and tools in the crucial for success in cybersecurity. So this is the whole thing that I have learned from these 8 courses. Let me tell you briefly in another video. So let me tell you about the risk and the threats and the vulnerabilities. And the risk is the potential for loss and the damage when the vulnerability is exploited. For instance, the risk of the financial loss is the hacker gain access to the company's accounts. And what are the threats that we have got from the society is a potential danger or a malicious activities such as phishing emails to distribute denial of service and other things. And what are CIA traits? Confidentially ensures sensitive data remains private and is only accessible to authorized individuals. For example, encryption is often used to secure communication between two parties. And what is the what is phishing? Sending deceptive emails to trick users into revealing sensitive information such as passwords or credit cards numbers. And what is malware? Malicious software designed to damage, disrupt, or steal information. Examples include ransomware, and which locks users out their files until ransom is paid. And what are the roles in the cybersecurity? First one is security analyst. Monitor system detects security breaches and they implements measures to prevent attacks. What are penetration testers? Simulate cyber attack to identify weaknesses in systems and recommends improvement. What is the risk management and what is its definition? Risk management is the process of identifying, evaluating, and prioritizing risk to minimize the impact on an organization. It involves balancing likelihood of threat with its potential consequences. And what is its importance? Proactive risk management prevents financial loss, reputational damage, and operational downtime. What is the risk analysis? Evaluate the likelihood of the risk and their potential impact. For example, a healthcare provider might analyze risk related to ransomware targeting patient data. And what is mitigation strategies? Implement measures like firewalls, multi-factor authentication, and employee training to reduce risk. What are the security policies? Establishing guidelines such as acceptable use policies and incident response plans to ensure consistency in protecting assets. What are the threats? I have told you before about which are like phishing attack, malware, and social engineering. And what is the definition of the network? Network is a system of interconnected devices such as computers and servers that share resources and data. Importance: networks enable communication, collaboration, and access to shared resources, but they also introduce security risk. What is the common network threat, which is DDoS attack? Oh, what does it mean? Overwhelms a network by flooding it with excessive traffic. What is a man in the middle attack? It elaborates intercepts communication between two parties, often to steal sensitive data. And what is the common SQL attack? SQL injection exploits vulnerabilities in an application database query structure, allowing attackers to manipulate or access sensitive data. What is the understanding of the vulnerabilities? Weaknesses that could be exploited to compromise an assets. And what are the example? Unpatched software, outdated firewall, or weak passwords. These are the whole examples of the understanding of vulnerabilities. And what is the importance of the detecting and responses? It reduces the impact of the security incidents by enabling swift action. And what are the key components of it? Detection, responses, and what does it means, and how we can say it is the key points of it. The detection means using tools to identify malicious activities such as unusual login attempts. And what is the response? Containing and mitigating the effect of the incident. Steps in incident responses is the detection, containment, eradication, recovery. And in the last, let me tell you about like how can you build your portfolio, like projects document experiences such as ethical hacking or malware analysis. And what are the certification? Obtain recognized credentials such as CompTIA and Security Plus or CISS. uh, this is the whole thing that I have learned from this course. So let me tell you about what is the security risk. Any potential event or condition that could lead to the compromise of an assets. This means the security risk. The second is like the importance of identifying and categorizing assets, tangible like hardware and intangible like data. Assessing risk based on likelihood and impact. And the fourth one is implementing risk mitigation strategies. What are the implementing mitigation strategies? First one is acceptance, the like how you accept that. And the avoidance, how will you avoid the mishandling, and transference and the mitigation. And what is the practical learning? uh, the case studies where I applied risk management framework to the real world scenarios, tools like SWOT analysis to identify vulnerability in security system. This course taught me that understanding risk in the first step to protecting assets. It's not just about reacting to threats, but being proactive. The third course, which I've already told you in the last audio, what are the core concepts? I have told you about the LAN, WANs, and the internet. The tools that we have used in that is the like IDS, which is intrusion detection systems, and the IPS, which is intrusion prevention systems. So this course gave me the hands-on experience and confidence in protecting networks, which are the lifelessness of any organizations today. And what I have learned in Linux and SQL, this course highlighted how to work with two of the most crucial tools in cybersecurity: Linux for the systems of management and SQL for database integrity. And what I have learned through essays, threats, and vulnerabilities, this course emphasizes that understanding vulnerabilities is key to implementing effective security controls. And what are the methodologies that I have used in that? And I have also learned in that is the risk analyzing using threat modeling tools and developing a vulnerability management plan, including regular updates and patches. Not the least, I have already told you about the sound alarm detection and responses. What I have, this course taught me that even the best security measures can be breached, and this is normal in the society. What matters most is how quickly and effectively we respond. And what are the incident responses plan? The first one is developing a step by step approach: identification, containment, eradication, recovery, and lessons learned. And the second one is importance of communication during a breach, both within the team and with the stakeholders. In the second segmentation, which I have already told you about the automate cybersecurity task with the Python, I have learned about in this course that realizes how coding skills can multiply efficiency in cybersecurity and make processes more reliable. And what are the applications that I have learned in Python are the writing script to automate vulnerability scans, creating tools to praise log files for miles, and the third one is using Python libraries like Zapier for pocket analysis. Yeah. To wrap it up, these courses have equipped me with the comprehensive understanding of cybersecurity, from the managing risks to automating processes. They have not only built me my technical skills but also taught me the importance of strategic thinking and the proactive planning in this field. I hope this walkthrough have been insightful. Thank you for the watching, and feel free to ask any questions in the comment, and stay safe and secure. Thank you so much.